Guys, welcome back to another video from me, Evan, and today we are going to be talking about the collector set, which is a exclusive on Character Options Online, and it's the second Doctor in Tardis from the story Abominable Snowman. But before we get into that, please like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to keep up to date with all these latest reviews and all of the news we keep on getting. So yeah, here is it out of the box, because you may have seen in part 1. He was in the box, so now I have it out of the box and it looks even better, the box. But we're going to start by taking a look at the packaging. So if I just move the TARDIS, this is the interior card. So if you look in the corner, we have the Yeti from the Abominable Snowman. Apparently this was prototyped many years ago. And also the Western Warrior robot, which you can kind of see here, but very faded. Let's see if I can get it better on camera. Still looks a little bit dodgy, but you can see it a little bit. And of course the packaging says character online exclusive and Abominable Snowman, all that usual stuff. Let's get into the figures and the TARDIS. So here's the figure you get in the set. It is of course the second Doctor figure, and this one is way better than obviously last year's release, because last year's release something keeps on going around. There's only a quick comparison, that's just the old one alongside the new one, and the new one definitely looks much better, capturing the fur coat in this nice kind of sculpt, which is really nice, with nice kind of rough details. The hair's got a little bit of a grey wash, you can't really see it on camera. The head sculpt lightness is more superb than we've ever had before, and I think it looks really nice. And you could basically use this if you're doing an animation for the Abominable Snowman, because that is missing. So yeah, it also has nice cuffs on the sleeves. Sculpt is very nice. The legs have been painted in this kind of sparkly, kind of shiny trousers. Nice brown boots on the floor. Nice, there's a little bit of the rope going around the middle of the chest piece, which looks very nice. There's also a little seam there where it is. And their main head looks really good. You may be able to see the grey wash and the blue eyes and the blackish hair, blackish brownish hair. And the shirt is a nice light blue and a nice dark blue tie. But doing a quick comparison to the other one that we got last year, it seems like him just with the coat on, so it's very good. And yeah, I'll just keep that in the corner. But let's just sorry about that, just turn to Articulations. I don't know what happened there. I'll just show you the leg articulation. So the legs do the standard swivel joints, obviously, on the boot, and bend out to 90 degrees, but are hindered by the coat. Arms stretch out and go to the side, and head turns left to right, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, because you should scrape the paint off. And yeah, fairly good standard articulation for a figure. And yeah, it should have really come with ball joints, to be honest, because of how thick the coat is. But very nice figure nonetheless. I've been waiting for 5 days to get my hands on this set, and I can safely say now I am super impressed with it. Definitely beated my expectations of it, because it looks really great, and it would have been nice if the hooded fleece, the hooded kind of the fur coat was like removable, which would have been nice, but I feel like it would have cost a fortune. But it's very nice, and it's very nice to finally have two versions of the second Doctor. One in his normal outfit, and then one that he wore 3 times, so I think it works really well. And it's much better improvement to the B&M one, because this one is way better. And this figure, apparently, according to AudioR, is only going to be released once, and this is exclusive to the Character Online exclusive. There was only 1,000 of these figures, and I believe they're sold out now, so if you guys really want to get your hands on one of these, I think you're going to have to go either eBay hunting or have a look on Amazon, because I'm pretty sure they probably have some. Yeah, so the figure is mainly probably the reason why I got the set was finally to get this, but the TARDIS is really good as well. But I really do like what they've done here. Capturing the face, the likeness is really well, and fur coat's exactly what we see on screen. And as some of you already know, I can't remember how many years ago now, but I think it was about 12 years ago, or 12 or 11 years ago, this was prototyped and was never released because of some licensing issue about the Yeti and this. So yes, it's good to finally get this, and it would have been great if we got a Jamie and a Victoria. I know, but that's praying a bit. But yeah, I know it would be great. Also, to get a Yeti would be great as well. A Yeti figure to go with this. Not so much the Jamie and Victoria figures. They would be okay to miss out on, but I feel like I would love to get a Yeti because it's more important to the story. But I would love to see more companions because if character is showing us what they're doing now with new sculpts and new figures, I think this could go better and we could have companions, character online exclusive sets, and all the other stuff. So I think it looks really good, and I superbly recommend you picking up this set. But I wouldn't pick it up just now because it's probably going to be still 40 quid because that's how much the whole set is worth. So yeah, I would definitely recommend probably buying this one over the B&M one, but I suppose if you want to save money, you could buy the B&M one. I bought the B&M one last year, and I thought it was quite good, but how was I supposed to know that they will release this thing, which is amazing? Let's just take a look at the TARDIS. So, here's the TARDIS, which you get, and yeah, this one is really amazing. It has opening doors, obviously, because what would the TARDIS be without the opening doors? And we go in, no interior card, obviously, because it's the 60s, and we didn't have interior cards then. Yeah, so you kind of open in, it should be black on the inside, yet we can still see the windows, and yeah, so it's kind of not the best as what you wanted, but so it's kind of very nice, and you have the nice opening door and all the other stuff. I think it looks really nice. There's also this nice faded panelling on the roof, which is very captivating, very nice. Police public call box, and then free use for public. I went a bit faded there. There you go, there it was. Pulled open, and then on the side it's continued again with police public call box, side police public call box, and then police public call box, and then battery compartment and speaker grill, and then on the bottom you got legal rubbish and all the battery components. But the main feature of this is obviously it's electronic, which is states on the box in big letters. Yeah, so the main thing we want to do now is test out the light and sound features, which we have not had since the Sylvester McCoy, Tom Baker, and William Hartnell TARDISes way back in 2010 and 9. So it's really great to finally get the sound effects back. That's been a long time, a long wait coming, and finally we have it back. Now this is exclusive, and yeah, remember that. So now we're just going to show off the light and sound features. 3, 2, 1. Just hear the lights and sound effects, or if you can't hear any of it. Materializing noises. And dematerialization. And rotation. Materialization. And if you are going to put batteries in it, it is 3 AAAs. So just remember that if you ever pick this up. and it's really nice. This whole TARDIS is nice. What I forgot to mention is that they have the little screw hole in there, and pulled open sign looks very nicely, very lovely captured in there. And I personally think that this set is... Do I think it's worth, well, 40 quid? Not really. But, I can understand why they made it that price. Because, if you think about it, a lot of figures these days are quite expensive anyway. So, which one would I recommend you buying? Well, just if you wanted a TARDIS. I would possibly... If you wanted to save money, I could see you going down the route of buying this one, but I personally think, in my own opinion, that this TARDIS is way superior. Automatically way superior, mainly because you have all the features, and you have all the stuff ready, and it's a much nicer model, but I can see why, if you wanted to get the kind of black and white version, which is more akin to the 60s, obviously camera quality wasn't that great, so you wouldn't have been able to see the greenery or the light blue of the TARDIS. But I can see why you would buy this one, but I personally think, in my own opinion, that the new superior one is obviously way better, in my own opinion, and the fact that they even went to the extent of changing the doors the opposite way around. Sorry about that. I think he felt... I think Patrick had a bit too much to drink there. Yeah, so don't matter. The obviously pulled open signs are different, and obviously the key handles are different, which I think is all very nice, and I'm really glad that they went down that route of doing it that way. So I think it's just blooming great. As a collector, I would either put it on display or keep it in this box. I've decided to do both because I'm going to keep the boxes anyway, which I normally do. So, and it's also nice to finally get TARDISes with lights and sound effects, and it's also nice to go up with the 60s figures, which we got hardly any. I will hopefully be making a Jamie custom to go along with him, hopefully from this story, and also maybe a Victoria, because I would love to see that. That's what I'm going to make anyway. I hope I can make a custom of them too. If not, well, I can make a Yeti. But yeah, I hope I can make some customs to go along with this, because it will look blooming amazing. And all the bits and bobs. And yeah, it's really great, and the textured panels on the TARDIS are all very nice as well, covering all sides. The windows aren't dirty for some weird reason. They are super clean. I have no idea why. Character's decision, not mine. But Al Jawar, head of character options, you've done yourself a blooming amazing job. And round of applause to you, because you have done a great job. I couldn't see anyone else doing a better job with these figures. And honestly, I think what you've done is just blooming amazing. You deserve the biggest claps on hands I think I've ever seen. And to do this, release a figure and a TARDIS from a missing story, I think no one's ever done it before, and I don't think anyone else will again. You have done it great, and it sold like hotcakes. It was quick, and yeah, they sold really quickly. As in my words, it was the quickest sell ever. It was the quickest sell ever. I mean, honestly, it was there, and it was like, snap, gone. And yeah, 4,000 of them, and yeah, I think you did yourself a really good deal there, character. Yeah, something I did forget to mention is the fact the nice weathering, the nice weather to the TARDIS. It's very nice. Nice weathering and all the usual stuff, and the new base instead of the old base, which is quite thick. I would do a comparison, but that's somewhere in my box anyway. The bits are nice and different, and the main thing I got this set was, well, it's just great. I finally get the two figures, the figure and the TARDIS that I've always wanted, and the price is a little bit a little bit steep if you're gonna go up that but you can always pick up the B&M one, and that's perfectly up to you. If you want to pick up the B&M one, you can, and that one I believe is still on shelves. It may not be, but yeah, I would personally recommend this one over the old one, but yeah. And I hope you all enjoyed my video, guys, and I hope you don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, ask me what you would like me to review next in the comment section below and talk about on the channel. So, goodbye.